Welcome to the Be Money Wiser Show, a program where we learn from our past financial experiences, learn from them, and make informed financial decisions.
And these experiences help us to become better people in managing our finances, in understanding money matters, and also make sure that all the decisions we are going to make in the future are informed decisions. Now, we are going to listen into this experience and we'll be right back.
My name is Rachel Bochalia, the founder or the CEO of Husk Financial Services. I began it, or I registered it as a business name in 2016, but it officially started operating in 2017. I had this excitement within me that it being as that experienced in that field, because I had done microfinance from Chambogo, and I was still working in the same field, still in a financial institution. I thought I had enough experience to handle the same business. Little did I know that I needed to be too liquidated. I needed a lot of cash. So with my little savings, I thought I can now handle myself. I can also be called a business owner. So there comes Rachel starting up a financial institution in Matuga with my 1 million or my 1.5 shillings. That is how I started. And within 1 week or two, all the money had been consumed. Because the advantage was, I realized people are more of borrowers than savers. So the rate at which people were borrowing was really, really high, that I could not handle as a person, and as running the business single-handedly. I hadn't shared the idea with anyone, I wasn't partnering with anyone at the moment. So it really gave me a harder time, not even a hard time. It was too much for me. Closing wasn't even an option for me as a person. It really had a big toll on the business itself. I had already invested all that I had. I had already quit the business that I had. Neither could I return to the company which I was working with, because I had shown them I'm starting on my own. So I only had to see how far I can go with the business. What had to hinder me from prospering at that moment, the immediate solution was I had to go for a loan. But I didn't qualify for a loan anywhere, simply because by then I didn't have any collateral security. And the people that I could partner with, by then I had friends who were a little financially stable, but everyone that you could reach out to, they could not understand the logic behind a financial institution. Most of them were like, the best that you can do is maybe money lending, give out money at maybe 30%. But with the experience that I had, I was like, the best that we can do out of what I've gathered, dealing with low-income earners, it is the best way to go, because they don't really understand money, them as people. You can like explain something to them and they really understand. So to me, it was the biggest or the best target market that I had to deal with. So those that had wanted to partner with me, they wanted us to do money lending, which I didn't want to agree to. So that alone became very hard for me to raise capital to sustain the business. I had to keep on pushing, but thankfully along the way, my boyfriend had to come in. Here he comes, meets a person who has a financial institution, and as young as I was, it's like, how come you managed to wake up and have such an idea? So he was financially supportive at that time, but the business was just operating as a business name. I had never gotten time to incorporate it because I didn't have the qualifications for even having a corporated company. Then around 2018, that is when I thought about incorporating the company, because it was now doing quite better. My boyfriend was very supportive. The company had really picked up. So definitely by that time, I had to incorporate it. And I could not look any further. He was the best person that I had to deal with. That was again yet another big mistake that I made, working or partnering with your partner or with your boyfriend or fiancé, because the business had to be sustainable depending on how our relationship was moving, we as people. So I realized that was it, another big mistake that I had made as a person. So a time came when he would act like he was just doing me a favor. In case I needed any signature somewhere, he would toss me around. It would put the business work on hold because I had to push him around. At the end of the day, he knew the business only benefits Rachel because it's not his business. I found you with your business, meaning I had to keep on being with him whether I want or not because I needed my business to run. What I had to do to see that I go through that as a person, obviously, when I used to tell him that maybe the best that we can do, let's seize all the documents so that the relationship remains an individual and the business remains as a different entity. Obviously, he could not say yes to that. Reason being, he knew at the end of the day, once we are done with seizing the documentation, the relationship will be no more. So what I had to do was, I had to hang in there. I had to hang in the relationship for the sake of my business because I realized I had come a very long way with it. I had really built a very good foundation, which I could not let go simply because of a relationship. So that was a mistake as a girl, and I wouldn't advise anyone to partner with a boyfriend or a fiancé. A business has to be a business, and a relationship has to be a relationship because I had to hang in there because I needed my business to run as a person.
I really want to understand, why is it important for you ladies to have your spouse in a business? Why is it important for ladies to have their fiancés involved in the business or any other thing that they do? How does it make you feel?
Well, not all ladies, if I may say.
It seems most of
but
you.
I think most of them love the security. The security bit of it.
Give them security.
Yeah, there is that kind of security that men do give ladies, and I think that's where we go wrong. And I think, I think that's where we go wrong, and want to apply that same security into business. Yes, and yet the security offered is for affection and other things.
Oh, it's just because you want the money from the men. You involve them such that they can be able to finance your businesses and stuff.
Well, not necessary. Now, like from her experience, she already had the money.
Yeah.
It's not that she wanted
Did she?
the
But she never had enough.
But she was able to start the business. Yes, so he came in to support. But of course, we need the extra support.
Okay, amazing. So definitely when the support is coming, the person has interest. By the time I come to invest in your business, whether I'm your husband, whether I'm your boyfriend, I must also have an interest in the business. But if I don't have an interest, or if I don't share the dream of the business, then definitely issues like hers will be coming about. That means the success or the existence of the business is going to be based on the success of the relationship. Anytime I have an issue with you in the relationship, then that will have an issue to do with the business. Tracy, what do you think about involving partners in our businesses?
I, for one, wouldn't really involve my partner in my business because however much you try to separate the two, it will really be hard.
Really?
So the business has to be based on the relationship. Yeah, it's very hard.
You put the issue so clear that, you know, even if someone is your partner and you're in a relationship, but that is not enough.
Yeah.
The person needs to have the interest. They need to share the dream of the business that you're doing and shouldn't have hidden intentions. Now, because now you see he was holding her.
She was literally in bondage.
He was using that advantage that, you know, I've put in my money, and therefore if you don't stay with me, then your business is gone. And it's very hard to find that you reach an extent where you cannot let the relationship go just because of the business.
The business.
So even when you're making the money, you're not going to
So
enjoy
it's
the money.
affecting you either way.
You're not going to be able to enjoy the money you're making because you're living with a person you don't want to live with. So basically, I think it's very important that we separate the two.
Yes.
Let the business run on its own. And if you
the
find that you cannot
relationship.
be able to separate the two, which is very hard actually for people to do, please do your business, let your husband do their business, let your woman do their business. We thank you so much for watching Be Money Wiser Show. We believe this show is helping you to make better financial decisions. We thank you so much. See you next time.